What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're going to be talking about something kind of cool. I definitely haven't really thought about this in a while, but a few days ago, I decided to check, and it turns out that my first ever video was uploaded on May 16th, 2009 to YouTube. That means that today is the day that my YouTube channel, my original YouTube channel, turns 10 years old, that I've been a YouTuber for 10 years officially. Pretty insane to think about how long it's been, and in relation to the rest of my life, how long I've basically been a YouTuber, been a content creator, as you guys are seeing right now, this video is absolutely terrible. I literally had to cut out about a minute and 10 seconds of the total minute and 30 seconds runtime of it, because literally most of it is the title sequence and the credits scene, which is just hilarious to me. About 20 seconds total were the actual entertaining parts of the video, and I say that with the most massive air quotes, because obviously it's 2 frames per second. You can barely call this a stop animation. It's basically a slideshow. So anyways, it was really, really bad, but it was a fun time for me and my buddy, and we made a few of these, and they were all absolutely terrible. Some of them a little bit less terrible than others, but all of them pretty god-awful. But it was something that got me hooked, I really, really enjoyed the process of making things and putting it on YouTube and seeing people who were all my family members go and click the like button and drop comments and things like that. It was really cool. So definitely an amazing experience all in all, and what did eventually get me hooked on making gaming content and things like that I have on my channel now. I can't say enough how much I appreciate just my family nurturing this creativity that I had as a kid. And I got like a flip video camera. I made stuff with that, and I used my mom, was taking pictures with it was just your normal basic like $35-$40 flash camera. She was like taking pictures of stuff to sell on eBay with it, and she let me use it for these stop motions. So it's goofy little things like that were absolutely terrible at the time, but were just fun, creative projects that I did with my little brother and my friends that really expanded into where I am today. And I really think that that's cool. It's neat to look back and see where I came from, what I started out with, and how I probably, unless it has some meaning, obviously like today being 10 years since I posted this. Other than that, I wouldn't show anybody this ever. It's absolutely awful, but it is funny because it's like, I feel like I make pretty decent things now. I'm pretty good at talking to a camera. I'm pretty good at streaming and things like that. I can edit pretty well. I'm obviously doing it for other people, so I can definitely do it at least decently. So it's pretty crazy to look back on this and see the humble beginnings, I guess, that we started out with. But I guess I post this as a few things. Basically, first and foremost, a celebration, because, I mean, come on, 10 years, dude, that's crazy. It's crazy to spend 10 years of your life doing anything in particular that maybe isn't a lifelong career. And even then, 10 years is a long time to be doing one thing. But the dedication required to be able to continue a continuous schedule on a daily basis where you're just uploading on a regular schedule. I mean, that's an intense thing to commit to, especially when you're like a middle schooler, right? So to be able to commit to that and then eventually get to where we are now, I mean, it's pretty crazy. So I definitely wanted to post this video today, and that video in particular as a part of this video to sort of show that off. But on top of this, just as more of a thing that you guys can hopefully take something from, is that, I see a lot of you saying like, oh, I'm not even going to bother trying to edit or try to get into content creation because I'm just really bad at it. Well, look at this video, man. I was absolutely terrible at this. It was so, so bad. And it did not get better for years and years and years, okay? I would say my first videos that were actually probably worth watching to any person probably came out about 5-ish years ago. You know what I mean? And then my first videos that I was actually relatively proud of came out a few years after that. So really, guys, it does take a long time to get used to this kind of thing, get used to talking to a camera, to get used to editing and making things for yourself, and being a creative in general, being a content creator. It's a process, and you just get better all the time. And as long as you're always improving, eventually you'll get to a place where you're happy with what you're putting out. But everybody's got to start somewhere, And I started out making some really, really bad stuff as a little kid, and here we are. So yeah, definitely don't let things stop you. Don't let the thought of people not respecting what you make, or mocking you for what you make, or just not appreciating it, don't let that stop you from making it. If it's something that you're going to enjoy, if it's something that, it's really going to be an escape for you, that you can get away from whatever your daily life is, if you want to get away from that for just a few hours a day, then try this out. It's really, really fun. You're going to learn a lot of really, really good skills for the future, and you might find a career path like I did. But other than that, guys, not a whole lot to talk about, other than the fact that I do want to mention a little bit about what I'm doing with the channel from here on out. Now, I know I mentioned this in my last video, and I've kind of had a change in what I'm thinking about here. I've tried to record a Brawl Stars video a few times since my last video, and I just can't bring myself to enjoy recording normal gameplay like I did. It's really unfortunate to say that, but that's just how I feel. I just haven't been enjoying it, and I am really struggling to enjoy it right now. The lack of progression in Brawl Stars is something that I was willing to put up with for the long haul as far as the beta was concerned, going into global release and things like that. But, it's about 6 months after global release, and we have gotten no improvements to the end game for end game players, no progression as far as earning cosmetics or things like that are concerned. And that really ruins my enjoyment of a game. It's something that I actively enjoy in any type of game, is the grind to get something. Even if it has no actual bearing on gameplay itself, the grind to get something and having some form of progression. So at the end of the day, even if you lose and win matches and you even things out neutral in that sense, you're still progressing towards something else. That's always been something that I've been really, really focused on, I guess, in my time playing video games. The games that I've gravitated towards are ones where you can grind things out, get cool cosmetics, and basically be able to show off your achievements to other people. And unfortunately, that's not happening in Brawl Stars, and it might very soon. I honestly don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but basically, if that doesn't happen, then I'm going to be looking to go into a few different other kinds of content creation, some other games that I want to try out. We're just going to be trying new things on the channel. I know that means that some of you guys aren't going to be too happy with me, but that's totally fine. I do not mind that at all. And if that means that you head out now, thank you guys for sticking around for while you stuck around. But otherwise, I hope you guys are along for the ride. It's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to try out, again, a few new things. We're going to keep that a secret until I actually do get those edits posted. So keep an eye out for that. But definitely going to be some more in-depth projects that I'm going to have to work on over a longer period of time. So please just bear with me on that. We're definitely going to be trying some new stuff out, though, and it's going to be a good time. But yeah, guys, that's going to be about it for this one. I hope you enjoyed today's video and got something out of it. I hope you enjoyed my first video ever. 20 seconds of pure nonstop action. Really just breathtaking cinematography here, guys. But basically, I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it, and I hope that you're along for the ride in the future. 10 years on YouTube, here's to 10 more. I will see you in the next one. Till then, guys, peace.